How did I wind up making a living helping employers take back control of healthcare? Well, honestly, I just kind of fell into it. And it's one of those things that I never saw myself doing. As a matter of fact, my wife was talking to me today at lunch and she was laughing at me because I was talking about some of the really great projects that we're getting ready to launch here in the next few months. And I'm really excited about it. They're going to do some good things. But she's laughing at me and she's like, Nick, it's so funny because you never had aspirations of jumping into this industry. You just kind of fell into it, yet you've embraced it. You've found all the things that you don't agree with in this industry and you're working to fix it and you're going to help people. And I'm so proud of you for that. And that meant a lot coming from my wife, but it got me to thinking, like, how did I? And literally, I fell into this industry. But at the end of the day, I think it stems back from when I was young. When I was young, I had dreams of being an entrepreneur. Like, I always wanted to own my own business. I wanted to create my own thing. I wanted to make the world a better place. And magically, helping employers take back control of their healthcare has allowed me to see those dreams come to reality. And so with that business mindset, I looked at the insurance industry and realized, boy, this system's rigged and rigged against everybody. Like, the only people that win in it consistently are the insurance companies. Everybody hates it, largely because of the first thing. And the third thing is that almost nobody understands it. And so when I started my company and when I was trying to figure out how I can make maximal impact to my community and leave it a better place than I found it, it really came down to three things. Number one is community. It's not necessarily, doing things inside the community, although I like to do things for my community. It's not necessarily giving money back, although I like to do that too. But it's taking a vested interest in the people, in the businesses that make up my community. It's figuring out how can I help one business get connected to another business to help so they can help each other grow. It's getting to know the employees of the businesses I work with, understanding what their true needs are, and understanding how I can help you best help your people. The second thing is cost. The one thing we've never looked at when we're talking about purchasing health or the healthcare ecosystem is looking at it like a supply chain, like any other piece of our business. I always use the example that if if you use a lot of copy paper and your copy paper supplier goes up by 3 cents a sheet, you're marketing it. And as long as you're getting the same quality of copier paper, you're going to go to the lowest bidder. When we're talking about buying raw metal so you can manufacture your product, if one supplier for the same quality of metal is 3 cents less, you buy it from there unless there's some really good compelling reason not to. Sometimes one supplier is 3 cents less, but it's a lesser quality product, and you make the decision that you want to use the higher quality raw product for your widget. And so you pay a little bit more for that. But we've never looked at healthcare in that light, but we absolutely can. We can look at where can we get the highest quality and the lowest cost. And that's one of the projects that I'm working on, is helping employers be able to do that. Now, the third thing is compliance. I don't know about you, but there's one thing that'll get my heart racing faster than fast. That's when I see those red and blue lights. Even if it's not me. I mean, have you ever been driving down the street and all of a sudden you see the red and blue lights and you're like, oh my gosh, am I speeding? What as you're pulling over to the edge? It wasn't you. They were trying to catch the guy 3 cars in front of you that passed you like a maniac. But it still makes your heart race. And compliance is the same way, but a lot of times it's overlooked because the IRS and the DOL, they don't have red and blue lights on top of their cars. They just show up unannounced. And if you're a business owner that's experienced that, you've had the DOL come in and do an audit, or the IRS, it's not a fun experience. And so the third kind of leg that I've built my company on is helping businesses be compliant. I work with a lot of small to mid-size employers, and frankly, a lot of times their resources are stretched thin as they are. Adding compliance and having somebody be able to manage that and do a great job of it just isn't within their bandwidth. And so I take a lot of pride in educating myself, keeping myself apprised of all the new changes, and helping my business owners and leaders best navigate this rather complex system when it comes to keeping compliant. So at the end of the day, I totally fell into this business, but I love it. I've stepped into it full force. And it really comes down to those three things. And that's how I'm making my mark in the communities that I serve, is simply one, actually caring about the community that I'm working in. Number two is helping business owners keep their business profitable and helping them to control their costs, specifically in this one area, which is employee health care. And the third thing is making sure that all these businesses don't have reason for the government to show up unannounced. And if they do show up, I want us to be able to hand over everything we need day one and go on about business, knowing that everything's covered. Here's the folder. Check through it. We've done our bit. Make sure that we're doing good, and then leave. So if you're somebody that is looking for somebody that's a little bit different, I mean, I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm a little bit different. I don't really want to come in and sell to you. I definitely don't want to sell your employees health insurance. I want to sell them health care. But that takes a proactive approach. So if you're looking for that proactive approach, somebody that truly cares about your business, that's looking at how, I can help your business grow, how I can help your employees be happier, and how I can make sure that you're on a great foundation as far as making sure that you're keeping compliant with all the laws, make sure you reach out. I'd love to get to know you better. If it makes sense to have a formal relationship, we'll absolutely do that. But if not, one thing I can tell you is that you're gaining a friend. I'm always going to be looking out for you. I'm going to be looking for ways that I can help you out as a business owner, because at the end of the day, life's a two-way street, and we all need to remember that. We need to be willing to help other people even when there's nothing in return for us. So again, sorry for a little bit of a longer video today, but it's just really been weighing on me of sharing with you why I'm in this industry and why I'm so passionate about it and why I truly want to change the world and leave it a better place than I found it. So with that being said, make sure you're following along. Lots of good stuff coming. Look forward to sharing it with you. Have a great day.